I thought poetry was supposed to be sacred. How can you grade us? You carry on like you're some kind of rebel, yet you conform, just like the people that you find contemptible. Everyone, even you, is forced to conform in this fucking world. And the minute you try to do something from the heart, every fucking buddy beats you down. I'm sorry. I can't take any more of this bullshit!
A friend of mine named Banana 9, a man who kicks anything but standard rhymes, once told me hip-hop already killed itself, but don't let poetry die. To which I replied, man, if poetry would decease, I would release a spoken word album just to get myself arrested on purpose. Cause on the surface I'm a normal young man, I like the sunshine but don't have much of a suntan. See, free existence would be worthless without art. Only a couple things make the lips on my mouth part. Fast food for thought and the opposite sex, but all I talk about is how I hate depositing checks. I'm not the type to inspect my wife's transactions. I write because I respect life's abstractions. Like lying about being married in a verse and not sweating the repercussions, cause my music comes first. People look at me perplexed, hear my chitter chatter, and always tell me to vary my subject matter. But I've been hip-hop since I was old enough to wonder, when will I awaken from this 9-month slumber? See, I flow, while most people who know me spit poetry, I flow. Stuck between backpackers and beatniks, I go somewhere in the middle, I think, as long as no one tries to stop me from scribbling ink in my notebook pages. Fuck lemonade, when life gives me lemons I throw them back. You think I'm flowing whack? I try to take chances, but I'm sorry, I'm just not as deep as Saul Williams or Sage Francis. My dream house has a glass ceiling. I can see the stars I'm shooting for, but physically I just can't get to them. You just don't get it. Nah, I just can't get to them. You know, I just don't get it. My dream house has a glass ceiling. I can see the stars I'm shooting for, but physically I just can't get to them. You just don't get it. Nah, I just can't get to them. You know, I just don't get it. You know, I heard in times of war the devil makes room in hell. If that's true, then here I come. Someone please tell my crew a leopard can't change its spots. You wanna hear the truth, y'all? Since I was a kid, I've been a goofball and a smartass, liking to kick dumb shit, funny raps to make people laugh at family functions. When I was young, that's what I looked for. Tapes that took my mind off of the bullshit I went through growing up. And after high school, I set my sights on the industry and learned how whack it was. Better get a jacket, cause you're walking into a shitstorm, I said to myself. But in order to put my CDs on the shelf, it was worth the risk. And right when I felt like a native, I heard another song about hip-hop, Cleen, can't you be more creative? And that came from my own crew. Peer pressure's a bitch, now what am I gonna do? Get serious, it's crunch time. But every time I tried to be thought-provoking, I ended up writing a punchline. Fuck, hip-hop is too big of a part of me. I can't just stop and drop the art, that's like popping my artery. And I'll die, I don't wanna make anyone cry. I'd rather make you sit back and ask why. Like when I first heard R. Kelly likes to fuck little girls, I said, geez, at least he don't fuck with little boys. If he did, he'd be a Catholic priest. Now did that make much sense? Not really, but did it make you smile? Yes, mission accomplished. I leave the serious stuff to those that's good at it, and every now and then dip my feet in the deep end of the pool. So if it's cool, I'm not a poet, I'm just an MC. I am what I am, why don't you let me be me? Why don't you let me be me? My dream house has a glass ceiling. I can see the stars I'm shooting for, but physically I just can't get to them. You just don't get it. Nah, I just can't get to them. You know, I just don't get it. My dream house has a glass ceiling. I can see the stars I'm shooting for, but physically I just can't get to them. Nah, you just don't get it. No, I just can't get to them. You know, I just don't get it. It seems like every day, from strangers to those who know me, step to me and say, Cleen,
make a poetry CD.
My response is thanks for having faith, but don't tempt me.
I write what I feel, sue me if it's empty.
Yeah, sue me if it's empty.